support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests of this program are of their own and not a reflection of Milwaukee Black Media or 101.7 The Truth. Good afternoon, Milwaukee. You're tuned in to The Lunch Break on 101.7 The Truth, where everything is an option on the menu.
And one thing about me, I'm a tough cookie, but I know what I can't do, and I'm not suffering. All right, I fought my whole life. I'm all right.
Excuse me, Cletus. Hoppo, who this man?
Yeah, I wasn't doing it. So I was like, I'm not paying $1,000 to sleep on somebody's couch.
Grab your lunch, hit send on that email, and get ready for the best hour of your day.
My way of thinking is that the parents do all they can, but once the kids leave out that door, whatever have you, they make their own decisions. I don't care if you're 9 or 99, it's still your decision about the situations that you get involved yourself in.
We talking about taxpaying citizens who look into their taxes. Look into this. We talking about elected officials doing backdoor deals, and somehow she still want to blame immigrants. That's what we talking about right now. We following the money, and you still want to blame black people and immigrants and welfare and all of these things for policies and backdoor deals that put poor people in worse position.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the 3rd Street Market Hall.
Like you said, they want to pad their pockets, but they need a reason to push things through. And I guess the low-hanging fruit is, okay, well, this is a problem, right? Y'all want to fix the problem, and they just hope nobody looks into it like, wait, when did food trucks become an issue?
Here are your hosts, Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? Yes, 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 yes. You are live, y'all. You are live on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. This is The Lunch Break with Ray Nitty and my homegirl, maybe Shannon. We got a packed, I'd like to say semi-intense show today, man. I feel away, damn it. I feel away. I feel away, Shannon. And we're going to be talking about a few things today, man. I was tuning into, first of all, Shannon, how you feeling? How you feeling? Tell me how you feeling, Shannon. I told you I was fired up.
He was ready to go. Look, let me at him. No.
Wise guy.
No, I'm feeling all right, man. It's a wonderful sunny day. The birds are chirping. Things are going great, man. It's a good day. But before we get into that, make sure you guys head over to YouTube, join the chat. All right, we have 101.7 The Truth on YouTube. You can watch us live and join the chat. You can also give us a call. If you want to join our conversation, call us at 833-212-1017, okay? But yeah, also, one more thing and another thing. Go to Facebook and follow our page. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, join the conversation over there too. We're on The Lunch Break on Facebook. But anywho, yeah.
Man. Yeah, Shannon.
I saw you was kind of fired up about the other day. You were fired up that you guys went to the Jay-Z concert and you didn't get the features. Have you been seeing that Rihanna footage?
Yeah, I was fired up about that too. Yeah, I saw that. That she came out.
Yeah, but have you been seeing people say she was giving karaoke? So y'all ain't missing much.
I'd have took it.
Like, I love me some Riri. Look.
I'd have took it.
Look.
Come on.
Look, I wanted it.
I want to see the Bijan Princess live. All right? That's what I wanted, Shannon. I wanted to see it live. They had the baby out there, everything. ASAP holding
everybody.
We don't get me. See, Shannon. Now I was going.
I thought I was making
it better.
I
just got pissed off even more.
I was like, she wasn't even for real. She was just hanging out. That make it worse because it's fun. Like, dang, she was having a good time. The baby was there. It was like
Man,
a
right.
family reunion vibe.
And they was out in the line too. That was crazy. I felt like I saw clips of them out in the line while they was trying to settle the situations that was going on.
Yeah.
But we got an interesting one today, Shannon. Today, few topics we'll be talking about. Slow down, Milwaukee. Man, we're gonna get into the hit and runs that's been happening in the city. It's been super, super unfortunate and sad. And then we got a timeline problem, Shannon. I feel away. And my question is, can you trust Sarah Rodriguez? Can she be trusted? I feel a way about it. We're going to talk about that. And then my question is, in this whole governor's race, where is the black agenda? Where's the black agenda? Everybody want our vote. Everybody talking about be strategic. What's the strategy? Where's the agenda? I know somebody who did have an agenda for black people. But we'll get into it. And also, I was listening to my colleague Sherwin's show earlier today, and it was a very, very interesting show. And he has a interesting thought. He was talking about this underground story of potentially Joel Brennan being the underdog story in this. And I don't know if I agree with that, Sherwin. I'm sorry. You might be a dog. Underdog, I don't know. You might be a dog. Underdog, I don't know. You can take dog however you want. Like some people say you got to have that dog in you. And some people say, but I'm on
underdog.
It was an interesting position that Sherwin had on it. But to me, I got a real underdog story. Story, and I'm gonna get into that as well, Shannon. But I just wanted to give people a rundown today. Shouts out to the chat. Once again, don't forget the number to call is 833-212-1017. The number is 833-212-1017. If you would like to call in, if you would like to send a text, you could text that line as well, because we do get the text messages and we read them online as well. Shannon.
Man.
You ready?
What's up, Ray? We ready. What's up?
So
we got to jump. No, I'm just
no. Cue the music, Zach. We've been having seems like we've been having a crisis, right? With have you been seeing all the hit and runs that have been going on?
Dude, literally all, like, I feel like last night and this morning specifically, I've had to see like 4 people got ran over. Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously, what bothers me the most about like the hit and runs is like, y'all are speeding in Milwaukee. Like, it's not big at all. You can literally go from Africa to Mexico in 10 minutes. Like, and that's driving the normal speed limit. Y'all don't even have to speed to get across the whole city of Milwaukee, bro. Like, y'all doing these like excessive speeds, like running people over, killing people. For what? To save 2 minutes to get where? These people driving like that are not the people that got anything to do or anything to lose. You ain't got nowhere to be. Just cruise, enjoy the weather. Why y'all being high? Why you drawing all this attention to you, running people over, ruining people's lives? People got places to be.
Families to see.
Things to see. Jesus. And it's crazy because I feel like we don't talk enough about the long-lasting effects, right? Because people be like, yeah, I got in this car accident. It's so many people I know that genuinely like have traumatic brain injuries, like limbs missing and messed up and all types of stuff going on because it had been hit by somebody. Like, this is outrageous. Like, y'all are literally like destroying our community for what?
Man, rushing nowhere.
Man.
Rushing nowhere. And it's not like
getting nowhere fast.
And then it sometimes, Shannon, it just be rushing to another red light. That be the crazy part. Rushing to another red light. Then you see them 2 lights up like, bro, you did all. Just keep going, fool. Fish-eyed fool.
They mad at you like you done did it. Look, catfish eye, fool.
Come on, man.
Biscuit eating bulldog.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and shouts out to the chat. Collector's Rain says, sup, Ray, and gosh dang, Shannon. It's like Shannon don't even get good mornings anymore. She just get it admirations. Collector's Reigns also said, yes, William Rousey, known as Winky, who was killed on 12th and Atkinson, is his grandmother's brother. R.I.P. Winky. We're sorry for your loss, Collector's Reign. It's a sad situation. Go ahead, Shannon.
No, I was literally just gonna bring that up because that's one of those people like that you see in the community, right? I don't know if he was unhomed or not, but he was one of those people that, like, since I was little, like, you hear stories about him or you see him in the community, and like it's just like we gotta be better. Like, we have to be better. Like, there's kids crossing the streets. There's people out here that are cared for and loved, that have family members that like just getting run over trying to cross a street. Like, bro, this, like, it should not be this normal. Like, every day you seeing at least 10 people that got hit, ran over.
Insane.
Come on now.
Insane. So just a few of the cases. This is just within the last, let's call it 8 days, I'll say, Shannon. Sunday night. Right. Sunday night, Titonia and Vienna, around 11:12 p.m. A black SUV moving at high speed struck two pedestrians crossing the street and fled. Both died at the scene. Medical examiner identified them as Amy Austin and May Daber. I cannot pronounce her name. Excuse me for messing her name up. This is two families that lost somebody close to them. They were both 48 and 49-year-olds. No arrest has made yet. So if you know something, if you know the vehicle they're looking for, 414-935-7360 is a tip line where you could anonymously give a tip, or they have the Crime Stoppers line, 414-224-TIPS. I think like we aren't even thinking about some of the reckless driving that people are doing. And then Tuesday morning, Shannon, 14th and North, 41-year-old Mamadou Bamba was struck by a dark sedan and killed. Police says it was intentional and are calling for a targeted homicide. 66-year-old man has been arrested in that case. His mother and daughter left balloons at the scene. Loved ones described him as a kind, hearted, and friendly person. Last week, Shannon, on 22nd and National. So just, it's not just a North Side thing. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. 22nd and National, 47-year-old Troy Leweck, a father and a new grandfather, was killed by two separate vehicles. That's crazy. Vehicles that both kept going. One arrest was made. The second driver, a red vehicle, is still out there. That's just in a week, Shannon.
Yeah. And then I'm telling you, like, I've seen multiple people make posts on Instagram and Facebook about being hit by a car, being injured because they're in a car accident. Like, what are we doing? And like I said, you got people that are on the streets, like people that are vulnerable, like our unhoused community, or like kids just like going about our day. We need to be looking out for these people in our communities because they're in danger. Like, literally sit on a bus stop is dangerous. They driving up on the sidewalks. They'll drive over a building if they could.
100%.
Jesus, like, are y'all good?
So that it brings up another thought, right, Shannon, in my head. Like, and I am not above being wrong about some things, right? I'm humble enough to be wrong about some things, because I know one of our earlier shows we were talking about, how irritating the bump outs were, right? Now, is this some bias in our community here? Because now we're seeing, people get hit numerously, over and over again. But, at first I was like, what is the purpose of these bump outs? And am I wrong? Is the community wrong about it? Do we need to rethink our position? Like, I could pull back and be like, okay, you know what? Maybe they're in the wrong places right now. Maybe where they put them, and strategically they didn't deploy them in the proper spaces. So I don't know. That's a thought, Shannon. Do you think we might need to rethink our position on the bump out measures?
I do, because now that, like you said, it makes you think, like, is it annoying for the everyday driver that is actually a law-abiding citizen? Sure. Does it make your commute a little bit longer than what it normally would be? Yeah, but I guess it also forces people to slow down, and it forces people that are recklessly driving to pay attention to where they're going, because I tell you hit that bump out at a high speed, you're gonna be the one flying. So I guess, maybe the good people gotta take that L for the bad drivers to slow down a little bit, which is frustrating. We adults, dude. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, there's no reason for it to be this many. Like, and it's crazy because my cousin had came up here a few years ago to Milwaukee, and she was just like, they were born and raised in Milwaukee, and like they had been gone for a few years, and it was like, why is there so many car parts everywhere? Like, that's embarrassing, bro. Like, y'all are horrible. Like, I was like, well, I hate to tell you, like, it felt like how like in the movies, like doomsday happened and somebody revisit the past. Like,
Right.
she came back from Texas after a few years, like, what happened here? Like,
Right.
the cars in the trees, there's cars parts everywhere, doomsday happened. Like,
Right.
and I'm like, listen, it's a different Milwaukee from when we were kids, I can tell you that much. Like,
It's a different Milwaukee. That's a word right there. Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is the lunch break on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
Each early detection, each shortened hospital stay, each quick recovery reminds us why we serve. From first breaths to complex surgeries to rehabilitation that gets you back to your family sooner, we stand ready, quietly preparing, focused, and guided by one promise: to be fully devoted to you. Ascension, Wisconsin. Advanced care devoted to you.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flysshf.org and ask for an application.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome back to the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, located live in downtown Milwaukee in the 3rd Street Market Hall from the American Family Insurance Studios. Shannon.
Yo.
Man, so, we talking about the community rethinking our position on the bump outs. I know at first we was against it. It was like, oh, they ain't make no sense. Ain't need nobody driving in the bike lane, and we done messed up the streets. And sometimes we gotta slow down and look at what reality is. And like we're talking about right now, for those of you that are just joining us on your lunch break, we're talking about rethinking our position on the bump outs with the most recent hit and runs that have been occurring in the city that has been leading to lost their lives. And, I'm of one that's like, maybe we need to rethink it. I could be wrong. Somebody in the chat said, rest in peace, Wink. He didn't bother anyone. And that's what everybody started saying. And saying like he was a good dude, solid dude, didn't bother anybody. So yeah, share the story.
It's like a staple in the community. You know what I'm saying? Like we losing people that like people get used to seeing, people get used to having around, and it's just sad, Yeah,
100%. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. We got some other topics we're gonna be getting into as well. But Shannon, we be digging, and we found a couple stats. You got some of them stats you want to share, or you want me to share?
No, I could share them. I was just gonna get into some comments because a few people made some comments on Facebook, but we can get into that.
Okay, yeah, share the comments. Share the comments, and then
or
whichever you feel.
Comments on Facebook regarding the traffic. Somebody said, "I be so over the traffic here." Someone else said, "It's so crazy how fast they go just to go down the street. I'm moving out of here again ASAP." Somebody else said, "I don't ride on streets that are too chaotic. I love my life. Accidents are nuts here now. Everybody is in a rush and drives way too fast." In a rush to go where? Look, like that's what, like when you really think about it, there is nowhere that you cannot get in less than I say 15 minutes tops. Like you can get anywhere and driving the speed limit.
Right. Milwaukee is not that big of a city to where we got to be rushing to where we going.
Man.
Hit us with some of them actual factuals, Shannon.
The actual factuals is 57% of pedestrian crashes in Milwaukee County are hit and run versus 25% national. That's more than double the national rate. So that's more than half of these accidents being hit and run. So y'all just hitting people and driving off.
That's crazy.
Goodness.
That's crazy. And then
traffic deaths.
Go ahead.
Man, look, we ain't done yet. Traffic deaths in Milwaukee County rose 113% from 2002 to 2022, while they dropped statewide from 2018 through 2022. The county averaged 81 fatal crashes a year. That's half the city right there. No, let me stop. Speed. It says speed is the whole ball game. If you get hit at 20 miles per hour, roughly a 13% chance of dying. At 40 miles per hour, about 73%. Every 10 miles per hour over the limit is somebody's funeral, basically. So, man.
Yeah, man. And I got hit and ran twice. Both times
that will drive you nuts, man.
But straight up, both times got hit from behind twice, and they ran. First time was on Center Street, and we was heading to the corridor on Center, and rear-ended me. I hear the screeching. I'm like, there's no way they just gonna run into me. Sure enough, they did. Man. Ran into the back of the car.
There's a will, there's a way.
Smacked the whip. Damn near think they totaled it, if I'm not mistaken, or we ended up getting that one fixed. Other time, I was leaving the house. You know, my mother-in-law is disabled, so we had to go help her with something. It was late at night. I'm leaving the house, Shannon. I'm in my daughter's car now just because of how we parked in the driveway and whatnot. So I take her car. Just got her this car. I'm on wherever I'm going, right? And it's only me on the road, Shannon. It's only me on the road. And in the rear, I just see headlights. I'm talking about speeding. I'm like, all right. Like, it's like 3 lanes, right? So this person is, they're going to go around.
Going a different one. Look, please do. My God.
Shannon rammed me so hard. Pause. It just was insane. Insane. Totaled the car. Left. Didn't care if I was dead or nothing. Didn't care if I had a family or whatever. Ran and left me on the side of the road. I tried to follow him as much as I can. I tried to, but it just wasn't happening. Now, this person don't got no wheels, no nothing, none of this stuff no more. They still gone on the rim.
Crazy.
I had to wait all night.
Wait, they was on the rim driving away?
Come on, Shannon. And then the next morning, I'm going back to where it's at, and some lady was like, they went straight down there, and then they turned on that street. If you go, but I could see the rim creating the scratches in the road. So it's like, oh, I could follow this person exactly the way followed them straight to a Barada property the next morning.
Of course. You know what? No, I'm not gonna try.
It was a journey, and they went far on this rim now. Went straight to a Barada property, gave the police everything, did the work for them. You think any arrest, anything, any of that was made? No. They ain't do none of that. They ain't do none of that.
You know what? This is my thing too. So I was in 2 accidents too. One of them I wasn't even in the car. I just was parked in front of my parents' house. And I woke up in the middle of the night and somebody just parked under my car. They said, this is an open spot. Let me just get up under here nice and cozy. They must have stolen this car and hit my car from the back, but it was a smaller car. So it was under my car. What are we doing, bro? That happened. And then one time I was by that Checkers on 35th. Of course I was, right? This lady come out, she T-bones me, and she drives off. I'm like, oh no, we ain't doing that. So I followed her exactly to where she was going, which I'm older and more mature now, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up. All right, I'm a better woman, but I was genuinely pissed off. That type of stuff will drive you nuts. People work hard for what they have. Half the time, these people doing these hit and runs, they don't have insurance. They don't have nothing going on in life. Their car is a 1849 clunker. You know what I'm saying? They don't care who they run over or Pinto. What they hit in it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about you. They just driving. Okay, they might as well close their eyes and let it go. So I followed this girl to her house, and she was my age, and she already in the house, and I'm like, somebody hit my car. Like I said, bad idea. I wouldn't do that again because I was really in the hood and I was by myself. Well, I wasn't by myself, if you know what I mean, but that's another story. Yeah, I was pissed off. I ended up getting her license. What? I ended up getting her license. I got the license plates. And nothing came of it. They're like, oh, you can get a lawyer and you can pay for this and do this. It would have cost me more money to try to hold this person accountable than the person would even pay out, because we know they ain't got nothing. What I'm gonna sue for? Right. You know what, I'm almost said something mean. What I'm gonna sue for? You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing. The car that hit me, come on, man. Probably ain't got no job. Right. No goals. Credit already to down below. So what can I do to hurt this person? You know what I'm saying? Or get my money back or anything. And like you said, a lot of times the police won't do nothing. Call the police and everything.
Man,
Nothing you can really do.
I did all the work for him, Shannon. All the work. Gave it to him. I got their license plate. Barada let me in the property, not Barada himself. But, I got into the property. They saw the car. Found out that the car wasn't even somebody that's supposed to live there. So the car got towed. But they ain't make no arrest. They ain't even call me to be like, hey, man, we're at this part with the case. Like, we did everything for you, and you couldn't even care to follow up. But, that's the climate that we're living in, y'all. Don't go anywhere, y'all. This is a lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. When we come back, we will be getting into can we trust Sarah Rodriguez and the other topics, the black agenda, and the true underdog story in this governor's race, in my opinion. Don't go anywhere. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
Don't go anywhere. Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
¿Qué pasó? Welcome back. Wepa! Welcome back to the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. Shannon, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling all right. Got me over here thinking what they need. Look, you know what? I was gonna start talking stuff again. I'm doing great, man. Make sure y'all join that chat. Make sure y'all call us. Listen, because they over here, they want to, we gonna have harder laws for people that like that go on high-speed chases and people that already committed a crime. Why don't y'all have higher laws for people that do the small things like hit and run? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Because like you said, even in my case, I did the work. In your case, you did the work. Well, you could do this and do that. No, go drag them out of Barada properties and put them away. Give them life.
Man, life. Must be life. Is that one? You ain't get that one? You ain't know that song? All good.
I do know that song.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I thought my age was showing. But
nah.
Man, you had a politician story before we pivot, didn't you?
Yeah.
You was telling me about something.
While we talking about reckless drivers.
Reckless politicians and reckless drivers.
Politicians. Man, this story wrote itself. Look, seamlessly. What's his name? Joe Lombardo. Have y'all seen on? It's actually like basically all over the US now, because he was one of those people. I think he's a governor here in Nevada that ran on law and order. Like he used to be a sheriff, and he was hard on people, tough on crime lawyer. He got pulled over for recklessly driving on the strip with his, you know what I almost said, with his wife, with his lovely wife. And he said, "I'm Joe Lombardo." He was like, "I'm fully aware, sir. You ran come on." And then that was it.
And
so I'm gonna try that next time. That's what they look.
He didn't face no consequences.
None. The officer gave up and walked away. He said, "Oh, okay, bye." Like that's it. So next time y'all get pulled over, just say your name
and
until the person get the hint.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next viral challenge. When you get pulled over, just be, I'm Ray Nitty Lombardo. Like,
yeah, all right. We ain't got the protection for the complexion for protection. The next clip gonna be.
What do you mean my campaign numbers isn't? I'm Sarah Lombardo.
Shannon Lombardo. What do you mean?
What do you mean my
come on.
taillight is out?
That's all you gotta do. Say your name and say, "Oh, come on," and you good to go.
I am Ray Nitty Lombardo.
That's tough on crime. You would think he'd be like, "You know what? I did do what I did. Let's do the process."
I need you to be lenient with me on this one. Well, man, speaking of reckless driving, that was a great segue, Shannon. I don't even think they realized how much of a bar that was, actually. From reckless driving to reckless politicians, you know, we asked the question, can they be trusted? And I feel a way, Shannon. I feel a way, right? Here's we got this huge governor race, right? Huge governor race going on in a battleground state in Wisconsin. We have nobody's perfect, right? Nobody is perfect at all. But what people are is intentional about what they do share. And I feel my question is, this is my question. Can we trust Sarah Rodriguez right now? My opinion. Okay. And here's my reason why, right? We talked about this yesterday. Mm-hmm. The campaign finance reports for all candidates are due to the state by 11:59 tonight. This is ironic, though, that all of this is coming out before all of this stuff is due tonight. So whether the campaigns have been claiming, the receipts would have, the numbers would have showed today. So it's funny that on Tuesday, 7/7, Rodriguez announced a $1 million ad buy that was supposed to hit TV, and it doesn't. And she says she grew concerned, right? The ad didn't run. You feel me? Wednesday, 7/8, her media team tells her an invoice was never paid. She confronts campaign manager Kara Spencer and gets her words. Excuses that did not make sense. This is her word. She got excuses that did not make sense. So 7/7, you about to drop $1 million ads, TV ads. You feel me? They supposed to run. 7/8, the next day, media team. This is fresh after our country's great birthday. This is fresh off the weekend of our birthday. This is how America is acting in Wisconsin. Her media team tells her an invoice was never paid. She confronts the campaign manager and gets excuses that did not make sense. 7/9, Thursday. As a matter of fact, my bad. I want to say 7/8 is actually when Crowley dropped out of the race as well, if I'm not mistaken. Thursday morning, 7/9, she stands beside David Crowley as he drops out and endorses her. This is probably the biggest moment of her campaign. Probably the biggest endorsement of her campaign, because the black man, who is actually the only person in the race that is actually doing the work and have the resume of running government at a large scale, You feel what I'm saying? He's dropping out the race and endorsing you in the largest county in the state. That's a huge deal. That's a huge deal, Shannon. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, Zach?
Man,
Okay.
that's big.
I'm just saying, right? So he announces on the 8th he's not running. He's falling out the race. We got somebody in the chat. Somebody says they have a question for the chat. How do you feel about the street lighting in Milwaukee? Okay, we'll get to that. That's actually a good question. We'll get to that, though, right after this. Let's shine a street light on these finance campaigns. So she says when she's standing there right in front, let David Crowley endorse her. The next morning, she stands beside Crowley as he drops out the race. This is the biggest moment of her campaign. Later that day, Thursday afternoon, this is in the afternoon now, right around the lunch break. On lunch, Shannon, she says,
we trying to enjoy our lunch.
You know what I'm saying? Can't even have our whatever we eating. We won't even go there. She discovers that the cash on hand is hundreds of thousands less than what was reported. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sunday, 7/12 at 9:30 p.m., Spencer, she got fired. Monday press conference, about $200,000 on hand. About $200,000. So that means she don't got $200K. She got about it. That means it's one something. I'm going to say roughly around 175. You know we like to pad the stats. You know what I'm saying? On-hand donations double counted, expenses underreported. Wisconsin Politics Review suggests donations may have been overstated by at least $137,500. Kicker is she asked directly whether she owed. Somebody asked, my bad. Let me slow down. Slowing down, Shannon. She was asked directly whether she owed Crowley an apology, since his endorsement may have been based on an inflated picture of her campaign. She did not directly answer that question.
I bet she didn't. She's trying to figure out where the money resides right now.
Not like so. How much time we got before a break? So, my thoughts around this, right, Shannon? You knew about this. You knew about it.
Yeah.
And you still let that black man stick his neck out there for you. I can't trust that. I can't trust that. That you will let a brother hang. You will leave a brother hanging, literally. And I'm supposed to believe that you're going to put forth a black agenda when you get elected in office? No. You've showed numerous times, in my opinion, that you just be having some weird steps. You take some weird steps.
So
go ahead, Shannon.
My question to you would be, is there a world that he knew that she knew, or did he give this endorsement under the impression that all was well over there? You know what I mean? Like, is there a world where she pulled him to the side, like, hey, this is going on the back end. If you're going to endorse me, I want you to know this.
Yeah, I'm almost sure. I'm
playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes the devil just needs to be the devil that they are. Sometimes the devils just need to be the devils that they are.
Her head, she knew what was going on.
She knew it.
And let him get out there and be like, hey, all is well here. And then the very next day.
Not the next day, Shannon. The later that afternoon on lunch. You can't be trusted. You will leave a brother out to hang. Yeah. And you will let him walk into that knowing now he look crazy.
Yeah.
It's so many different things. Like, it's so many things we could talk about, Shannon. And we going to get into it. But her own account, she knew ads weren't airing Tuesday and got nonsense answers on Wednesday and still stood on stage Thursday morning collecting his endorsement without a word of caution. You could have been like, hey, yo, slow down.
Yeah.
we working out some things right here. We just discovered some, campaign irregulatories. And it might not be wise for you to just jump out here and put your name behind me right now. But no.
Yeah.
What they do is self-preserve, think about themselves, don't think about what it looks like on our side, and they do what they need to do to get what they need to get out of us and leave us to hang.
Yeah, just let that man back the wrong horse. Do-do-do. No, that's rude. But
don't go
yeah.
anywhere, y'all. Shannon.
What?
Take us to break, Shannon.
Thank you guys for chilling with us on your lunch break at 1017 The Truth, the award-winning 1017 The Truth. We'll be right back after these messages.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jackamick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jackamick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
What it do? Welcome back to the award-winning 1017 The Truth. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. Yeah, we extended now. If you didn't notice, you did. If you didn't notice,
now you know.
We have somebody in the chat said, "Can David take back his endorsement?" That's a good question. I don't know if he can. I know he probably can't just get back in the race.
I was gonna ask that too. Can you say, you know what? Never mind. I'm back.
Yeah, I don't think he could do that, but his name still would be on the ballot, and that's we'll be talking about that later in the show. But I will still be casting my vote for David Crowley because I think that's the true underdog story. And we'll get into why I do think that is. But right now, we still on Sarah Rodriguez, my bad, because I don't ever want to disrespect somebody's proper pronouncing of their name. Sarah Rodriguez. Thank you, Zach, for correcting me on that as well. So Shannon. Here's what stings, right? Here's something that stings about this to me. And that's why I commend Dog for Crowley for even, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to endorse her. So this is what stings for me, right? When Milwaukee County's health insurance benefits lapsed in February, Rodriguez called Crowley's situation, quote unquote now, hear me out, a breakdown in leadership, and said she'd never heard of such a thing. 5 months later, her own shop couldn't tell her how much money she had in it. So is it a breakdown in leadership?
Bruh.
I'm supposed to.
You know what?
It's like we like watching a movie. Like, what is going on? The house is on fire and ain't nobody paying attention to the BS that's going on in front of us. And then people want to talk to me about strategy. Like, no, I am still voting for David Crowley. That's my strategy. I'm done playing games with politicians that don't take our vote serious. And everybody want to say, like, I have nothing against Francesca. Nothing against her. She say some things that I like. She say some things I don't like. But what she hasn't said is a plan for the black agenda. It's not on her website. It's not anyway. And when I ask people for it, the excuse that I get is, well, her district is 77% white, so what can she really do? And even when I asked that to somebody else today on Facebook, that was saying the same things, like, oh, that's just not strategic. We have to, okay, like, cool. I could get behind whatever Mortrium and data center. Like, I ain't saying I disagree with any of that, but I'm saying you don't got a real plan for us. And when I ask about it, it's just swept under the rug. Like, you give somebody a pass because they don't have an actual written out plan for us. And then the next person that said it today, they said their response was 77% of all Wisconsin is white. So they doubled down, and these is black people.
That's wild.
But I'm supposed to be strategic.
Like, we don't even get thoughts and prayers. Look.
Like, come on. I'm like, okay.
Thoughts and prayers?
Tell me where. Tell me where we can see this or anything. And that's why I always say voting in local politics is way more, it impacts us more than anything else. Because we don't use our power, we don't use our voice, and then you got people trying to talk to you about polling, and, oh, this person is polling this person is polling that. And what do they resume look like? It look like trash.
Man.
I'm just saying, Shannon. You took the time to smear me as soon as something happened about something that wasn't even in my control.
Exactly.
And respectfully, he made sure that the person was removed right away, the same day. Now she tearing her campaign manager person down, and so you can't be trusted, folks. I'm sorry. I can't trust you. So don't tell me to be strategic when nobody is presenting me no strategic plan.
And this is within her own campaign. Like, you only dealing with a few people when it's coming to like a campaign. He dealing with so many other people. So what was he supposed to do in that position? But, dealing with a smaller amount, and you couldn't even manage that. So it's questionable.
So here's a pattern critics are criticizing, right, Shannon? The Evers heads up claim that the budget behind the curtain comment, so the Evers heads up, she was like, Governor Evers gave her a heads up on where she could, he wasn't running, so she could run for governor and so forth. That was false. So imagine, this is somebody who's a sitting lieutenant governor. Governor Evers is saying, I ain't running for this no more. But while he's in the middle of saying that, you standing on stage and your ad already running that, hi, I am, and I'm running for governor. Like, let the body get cold first.
Yeah.
So it's like she just had a bunch of strange moves, man, that I can't blindly support. I'm sorry, Sharon. I can't blindly support it. I can't look at somebody who looked at something where, in one case, it's okay to jump all over the black man and say that's a breakdown in leadership. But when you do it, it is your thing that you're saying is, well, that should show that I'm a leader that's willing to step in right away. And why you ain't say that when it was for Crowley?
Right.
Why you could think of that now, but you couldn't think of that when it was in the black man's favor? You didn't give him grace, but you want grace. And I'm gonna tell you what's even worse about this. Crowley raised the most money out of everybody. He was the most qualified, the most policies. He, like, come on, man. What you got, Shannon, before I blow a gasket?
No, I'm just saying that's normally the story. Even when we more qualified, even when we raise the most, we still somehow get overlooked. And that's the sad part.
Man. The question is, if you endorse somebody on Thursday morning and found out Thursday afternoon that they already suspected on Wednesday of some irregularities, how would you feel? Are you forgivable, or is it disqualifying, or is it just politics as usual? What you doing, Shannon? I think I know what Shannon doing with that program over there, but I still would like to hear it.
I'd be mad. I would blow a gasket.
Straight up.
That's insane. So I want to hear what he has to say about that, though. I would love to hear his thoughts and opinions about that. It seemed like he's the type to take the high road.
Oh yeah, 100%. He's gonna take 100%.
I like to take things to hell, but
Shouts out to Funky Don Even. Funky be like, when they go low, we drag them to hell. Straight up.
Hello.
Take us to break, Shannon.
Well, thank you for rocking with us at the lunch break. We're going to be back after these messages. Make sure you guys call in, leave a message in the chat. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
'Cause remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
When a warrior faces adversity, he fights through it. He finds a way. Freedom isn't free. Rolling strong. Belief. Believe you can, and you will.
Wheelchairs for Warriors provides mobility solutions to veterans and first responders injured in the line of duty. Join the mission and visit wheelchairsforwarriors.org.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We gotta make moves and make them early. Set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up and stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things.
Start building your retirement plan at thisispretirement.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
For 75 years, the Muscular Dystrophy Association's voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
For 75 years, we've willed the impossible into existence.
For 75 years, the MDA community has pushed the science,
shifted the narrative,
and established the field of neuromuscular medicine.
And until that day when this is all a thing of the past,
you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
You can't buy a best friend. You can love them, walk them, pet them, and care for them, whether they want you to or not. You can take a picture or 50. You can fly to the moon, travel the world, or just stay in bed. You can't buy a best friend like that, but you can adopt one. There are millions of pets waiting for a best friend just like you. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Milwaukee Black Talk lives here on 101.7 FM and 1510 AM, W269 DL Milwaukee, and WGKB Waukesha.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to the lunch break. This is hour 2 with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. How y'all feeling, man? We getting into it right now. People want to know, can Crowley take his endorsement back for Sarah leaving him out to hang? Hella puns. They don't even get it. They don't even get it. I'm still voting for David. Who are you voting for? Let's put a poll up. You know what? We're going to do our own polls. And then see that. I'm still voting for David. His name will still be on the ballot. Yes, he fell out the race, but his name is still on the ballot. And if David gets enough votes that makes him the nomination, he is the nominee. That's how policy works. That's how power works. And I believe there's a bigger story here. I believe there's a bigger story of power here because, Shannon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, hold on one second, Shannon. I almost lost my talk. I almost lost it. Because here's why, right?
Look, I thought I was freezing again.
No. Don't go anywhere.
It's like,
No Democrat, nobody actually, Democratic Socialist, I don't care who you are. No Democrat wins Wisconsin statewide without a massive black turnout in Milwaukee, particularly. Every campaign knows that. They all know that. But they feed us these polls and try to diminish our power, and that's why we hold these informationals at the corridor about the importance of getting involved and using our voice. Yes, feels like voting doesn't matter because of what we've continuously gotten. But until we start to really strategically, not just saying strategic, really strategically using our vote to push people that we need in, not just settling for, this is what, the natural political move would be, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm going off of what your resume and what your character has shown me. And right now, it's a crazy sugar honey iced tea show.
Man, literally. It's like, you want to get little baseball cards. That's what I want. I want baseball cards.
Yeah, so that's why this segment
for each man.
We talking about where's the black agenda. We can't just give our vote away anymore. We can't. And this is a primary. The primary is for the candidates to do the work and earn the vote of the people. So the person that had earned my vote, they will still be getting it in the primary. That's who earned my vote. Ain't nobody else in the primary did anything to earn my vote. So don't ask me to be no sheep. Don't ask me to be that.
That's real. If you can't get behind nobody, you gotta
833-212 is the number to call. 833-212-1017 is the number to call. Actually, we got a caller right now. Al, how you? Talk to me, Al. I know Al gonna give it to me straight.
I'm doing very goosey, but my thing is, was any of them trying to cater to black people, because I didn't really hear too much of Crowley saying too much.
Crowley has been catering. I'm gonna pause you, Al, because I'm not going. What I'm not going to let. Crowley has been advocating for black people from the beginning of his entire career, and I think people don't really do the research on what policies he's actually passed. He made racism a public health crisis. Nobody else has done anything like that. So I'm asking people go ahead, Al.
No, I'm just talking like from now, because like from me watching and seeing, I ain't really seen him like too really vocal. I'm not going against his integrity or not, because I don't know the man.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying he wasn't really like, I ain't gonna say loudmouth.
Not loud enough,
so
though. Not as loud as we would like. That's fair, Al. I'll give you that. I'll give you that 1,000%. I'll be wanting people to be loud about our needs because everybody else be loud about theirs. I agree with you 100%.
I know, but I will say he was, kind of running with the white folks and, going to their little get-togethers and things of that nature. I'm just asking. Because initially
he ran a lot of black. He ran at a lot of black events too. Some black ones that some of them white people you talking about would never show up at. I ain't seen none of these people on Burleigh. I ain't seen them on Center. I know who I did see, though. I know who I did see.
So my thing is this. If you're going to, and this goes to any politician, okay, don't take the Mandela Barnes route. How about that? And I just leave it at that. You take the Mandela route. You take the Mandela the Mandela Barnes route. You're gonna be the only one out there fighting, because we're not coming to raw ground beef and onions, okay?
100%.
So don't take his route.
100%.
So that's all I'm gonna say, and y'all will work it out. Okay, bye bye.
I appreciate Al always calling and keeping it real and saying what's on his mind, and even things that we may say that he don't agree with. He gonna call in and share his mind. But some things I'm convicted on. And what I'm convicted on is the track record of a person. And I'm not gonna let nobody call up here and say he hasn't done something when he's the only one that has. He's the only one that was really qualified. He raised the most money. He did the work. So no, ain't nobody inheriting my primary vote because of no next in line policy. Sorry, not Sarah, not Mandela, not Francesca, not Joe. I'm sorry. Do the work.
Man.
That's what they told me to do when I was running for 4th District Alderman. Ray, we need to get out there and see you do the work before we just really throw our name behind you. And that pissed me off because y'all actually have seen me do the work since I was 18 years old. Some of them I've done the work for. It's cool when people want to get the artists and all the influencers. Ray, hit Shannon up. Hit Big Frank up so we can get them involved in voting. But is you really going to listen to
actually move people to them polls?
But are they really going to I want somebody that's really going to listen to Shannon. Somebody that's really going to listen to Frank. Somebody that's really going to listen to Desire. Somebody that's really going to listen to people who got needs that's been saying stuff, and then they look at us like, oh, because these people don't traditionally vote, they won't even put you in the box of caring for your needs. So, yeah, I got a different underdog story. Respectfully, I hear exactly what Sherwin is trying to say with the Joel Brennan case and so forth. But I'm sorry. He ain't earned it. That ain't no underdog story.
What was Sherman's stance on that? I didn't get a chance to hear what was his stance.
So I have to re-listen. The parts that I did catch, it sounds as if, the race is a mess right now. You know what I'm saying? You have somebody like a Joel who is seemingly connected. I ain't gonna say loved by everyone, but he's connected in many important circles, right? And he's like, okay, this may be somebody that we could possibly get behind. And the black community, it sounds like he's saying the black community, this is somebody we could present a black agenda to, and he would be responsible for implementing the black agenda because the black vote got him across the line. And I'm like, all right, if he make it through the primary, we could talk about that, but that's not who I'm voting for in the primary. I'm not pushing him through in hopes that he does something for us. I'm not doing it. I'm going to continue. I'm going to vote for the person I know who did the work, raised the money, talked to the people, has been putting forth policies, made racism a public health crisis, and he focused on black issues and other people issues and was pushing for policies for other people.
Yeah.
It's a reason when the state and the city was going back and forth about the taxes and who's going to have to give up what so we could be able to charge whatever, raise the taxes to whatever. It's the reason why the city of Milwaukee had to give up so many things in order to get the tax break, and the county didn't. It's because of the work that he did, the relationships that he fostered across the aisles. So I know y'all might think, oh, this is just some dude up here that's rapping that he just said. I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm very educated on it.
Okay.
Because that's what they said to me. That he just a rapper. He just a rapper running, just some other rapper. But rappers and influencers and models and creators and creatives and DJs and designers, they have the ability to change the tide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The people that's
like
not
it's important
voting.
to be able to know what's going on both sides too, and that's something that you bring to the table, and it's rare to know. Like, okay, I know what's going on in this world, but I also know what's going on in this world, and that's why I value your opinion so much, right? Because you know what's going on both sides.
And I value yours so much because you've shown me so many things that I probably wouldn't even look at, right? And some people don't even understand that, like, when you present something, they just think like, oh, she presented it from the influential lens. Like, they don't know we worked on Biden campaigns and all these presidential campaigns and really had to be strategic about how we use our brands and influence our peers to empower themselves and use their brands to get. Come on, man. Come on, man. We not sheep. I know we like gyro and lamb.
Definitely like me a little gyro. It's the lunch break now, Ray. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. Who? Yeah, that brother starving. I'm just saying, man, we can't. There it is. We can't give our vote out no more, man. We can't give our vote. I went on Francesca's website. I see nothing. Do I like some of the stuff she's saying on it? Yeah. I see nothing about a black agenda. And I hope the state, the city, the Democrats, whoever gets real serious about this race, because I got my predictions. And I'm going to keep that to myself.
Look, okay. I was just.
I'm going to keep that. No, I'm going to keep that to myself because I'm going to let the primary play out. And I know who I'm voting for the primary. I'm voting for the person that did the work, the person that spoke to everyone, and has an agenda for our community, and still trying to push the whole state forward. I don't want no generalized topics and, all of that stuff sound good. Shouts out to Aaron. Aaron in the chat. He said, I just can't vote for my guy. The numbers make it impossible. And that's what I'm saying. What numbers we talking about? The numbers that somebody else showed us? You remember when Biden was polling number 3? Who did they poll? They ain't poll us. Like, the numbers make it impossible. No, the mess that's going on right now is impossible to vote for and get behind. Let's be 100 with it. Let's stop talking about these numbers and these polls that really don't matter. All it is a narrative that somebody paid for to push a story. The poll says Sarah is up top. But the real numbers that come out tonight at 11:59 show that she was probably more than $800,000 behind Crowley.
Man.
Shannon, what's on the menu today?
Well, Ray, let's take a peek at the menu.
What we got on the menu today? Bruh. We got something on the
American
menu.
Family. Look, American Family Insurance is a proud sponsor of The Truth. Since 1927, they've been committed to helping families protect what matters most. With the right home and auto coverage built around your real life, because when you've worked hard to build something, you want protection that works just as hard for you. The peace of mind means your family company.
Sounds great.
Parkway.
Don't even trip, Shannon. Don't even trip.
Yeah, it's all right.
We can't give away our vote or our reads right now.
It's all right.
So we'll try that one again. We were trying to set that one up real nice.
Oh, no.
Somebody says, yes, definitely didn't poll Milwaukee. Don't go anywhere, y'all. We'll be back on the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
Don't go anywhere. Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. Improving lives so everyone can thrive. Where more people can gain access to healthcare and nutritious food for their tables. Where more community members can benefit from financial education and get connected to local resources for housing support. And where children are given more chances to reach their full potential. Community is where we find our strength and where we share our hope. United is the way. Visit unitedway.org.
Are people around me safe when I vape? Science does not support that belief. Exhaled vape emissions linger in the air, affecting indoor air quality and bystanders in the same space through secondhand exposure. Vaping emissions can also accumulate on clothes, hair, dust, and furniture, leading to exposure risks to bystanders of all ages. And vaping around a pregnant person can lead to serious health impacts on fetal and childhood development. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds. Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Reading aloud to children sharpens their listening skills, expands their vocabularies, and nurtures a lifelong love of reading. That's why Reading is Fundamental, the nation's leading children's literacy nonprofit, offers free monthly read-alouds by popular authors through its Rally to Read program. Visit rallytoread.org to watch the read-alouds and discover exciting reading activities for school and home. Visit rallytoread.org today.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome back to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. This is the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. And I think what Shannon was maybe trying to say is American Family Insurance is a proud sponsor of The Truth. For almost 100 years, they've been committed to helping families protect what matters most: your home, your vehicle, and the dreams you're building every single day. And if you're part of the Truth audience, you already know. You work hard for what's yours. That's why having the right protection in place matters. American Family helps you stay ready for whatever life brings so you can focus on moving forward. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at adfam.com. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. How you feeling? How you feeling? I'll tell you what it is.
It's like you read my mind. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Man, I got you. We've been doing this a while, Shannon. I know what's insured. My vote's insured. I got insurance on my vote.
I know that's right.
That's what I got insured, Shannon. So, the black agenda, Shannon, it ain't nowhere on the ballot no more now. It ain't nowhere on the ballot no more. They took out, the candidate that had an agenda stepped out. And I don't even know if people realized when it was a question that was asked. They asked each of those candidates who has any black or brown people on their staff. Mandela and Sarah had none. Let me start with that. They had none. None.
Wow, that's crazy.
None was their answer. None. Zero. Zilch.
Nada.
Biscuit eating bulldogs. None. Francesca had, she mentioned, I think she has 2 on her campaign staff, and then she has somebody else who is does something else, who is the first Muslim American in that position in the state as well. So she has some. David Crowley had a bunch of leaders in African American leaders in his cabinet, and 50% of his staff is women. I'm just saying. So we ain't nowhere on the ballot. We ain't nowhere in the cabinet. We ain't in the room. All right?
In the room where it happens.
So tell me, what are we talking about?
There.
Where? She said, somebody says, Tristan, and we're supposed to vote for the right. That's what I'm saying, Tristan. I guess that's being strategic according to what somebody else says. Socialists are pipe dreaming goofies. I ain't gonna go that far and say all of that, because I would even go on the limb and say some views I have is probably socialist views. But I know the candidate right now don't have none of our views on their website or, in a plan. So,
but they have other stuff?
Yeah, they got all types of stuff. Universal health care, fully fund MPS, fully fund public schools, removing the choice program or voucher program, and all of that. Like, it's like these things sound so good, right? What does fully funding a decline in MPS looks like?
That affects a couple, people, but still.
What does that look like? It's like people say these buzzwords and tag phrases to make us feel good about the stuff they saying that's not like are we going to improve teacher pay so we could attract better educators? Are we going to really put in effort in getting valuable meals in MPS? Like simple things, black home ownership, the black home ownership gap, the black mental health gap. Wisconsin is still one of the worst nations to raise black families. We still have the worst black incarceration rate. Low-hanging fruit that we been knew. None of them ain't even pulled from none of these problems. These things has been around for 10 years. 10 plus years. We've been talking about the same problems. They can't even add it to come on now. But I'm tripping. People like, oh, Ray, you wasted. I'm voting for David Crowley in the primary because he is the candidate that earned my vote. And I'm not changing that because he's still on the ballot, and I'm still casting my vote for him. That's the real underdog story. Because Joel Brennan said Wisconsin is not ready for a black governor or a woman governor. That's what he said. Wow. That's not underdog talk.
Damn.
Respectfully.
That is not underdog talk. Sounds like privilege speak to me.
Come on, man. So I'm supposed to buy this story? No, the real underdog story is the person that was most qualified fell out of the race because allegedly Wisconsin wasn't ready for a black governor. The real underdog story is that the people of Wisconsin rallied behind the most qualified individual and sent him beyond the primary and would be the nominee. That's the underdog story that I'm rolling with. That's a real underdog story that shows power of the people, not just power of positioning. So that's my underdog story. That's how I feel. Sarah let him out to dry. Hang. Let's use that word for context. Left him out to hang. You knew about your discrepancies. That's bogus. You can't be trusted, folks.
On a J.
You can't be trusted. Shannon, could you imagine somebody on your program doing something like that to you?
Man, I wish. Look, don't get me in trouble. I wish somebody would. Don't have me looking stupid. Don't set me up for failure. Don't have me thinking one thing and thinking all is well. I go out here on the main stage, batting for you, and then find out hours later,
man,
something that makes me look stupid.
And I'm gonna say this:
bad day for everybody.
A community that shows up only 40% of the time to vote, that's why we only get 40% of the respect. Until we start showing up 95% of the time with our vote saying, yo, this is what we want. Yeah, we may not have voted in the past, but we doing it now. This is the underdog story. Wisconsin want to show that, they really, like, respectfully, Mandela cooked, folks. I'm sorry. Like, we tried it. We tried it before. We tried, respectfully. I understand why he ran. I understand. He ran a statewide election before. He has the exposure to the donors. He's been in front he was the lieutenant governor. I get it. And we tried it. And it didn't work in our favor. And I'm supposed to try it again with an even larger seat. I'm not willing to take that gamble. My opinion. I think right now is a great time for Wisconsin to show that, yes, they are ready for an underdog story. They are ready to not just go with the status quo anymore and push the person through that actually had the resume for the job. And I ain't saying just because his resume was better than everybody's, that means nobody else should have got in. I think always follow your dreams. If you feel like you could do better, always put your hat in the race, right? But I'm saying as the people who's casting the vote, let's listen and actually look at the resumes too, not just polls. Shannon, we got a caller. Bobby, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good, Bobby. Just a little spirited this afternoon.
Okay, well, I have a question and a comment, actually a statement. Okay, so you just made mention that you're voting for Dave Crowley, right?
Yes, sir.
Regardless whether or not he's on the ballot or not.
No, he's on the ballot. His name will not be removed from the ballot.
He's dropped, right. He's dropped out, though, right?
Yeah, he's on the ballot.
Okay.
He's on the ballot.
Right, okay. But he's dropped out.
He's on the ballot.
So Okay, but here's the deal with that. Why would you throw your vote away, noting that he's not running?
He's on the ballot. I'm not throwing my vote away. I'm casting my vote for the candidate that earned my vote. The other candidates have not earned my vote or presented anything impressive enough to earn my vote. Does that answer your question, Bobby?
Well, it really doesn't, because, okay, so if we're going to put this out here in the airwaves that people should vote, the whole picture should be also put out there. If you vote for a candidate who has jumped out of the race, your vote doesn't count because it's going to go to someone else. That's how Trump got into office.
No. It's a difference between a primary and a general, all right? The primary is for the individual candidates to do the work and get the support from the audience that they garnish support from, not from the people that are just not just from the people because their candidate fell out and because it's just supposed to be next in line. No, I am casting my primary vote for the candidate I believed in that did the work and has the resume and was overqualified and raised more money for the job. That's who I'm casting my vote for in the primary. Now, any of the other candidates who decide to do the work, if they decide to get through, I will look at the candidates remained in the whoever goes to the general and see if that's who I want to cast my vote for.
Okay, well, I got you. You can vote for whoever you want to. That's there's no question about that. But again, putting out there that cast your vote for someone who no longer will be on the ballot, kind of.
He's on the ballot. Putting out there that he's not on the ballot is what's wrong, because he is on the ballot. Don't say he's no longer on the ballot. He suspended his campaign because Wisconsin decided that he's not we were looking at polls and all of this, and the poll said this, the poll said that. I'm saying, Bobby, answer this question, Bobby. Who do you believe in that you would cast your vote for that somebody that's still running?
Okay, let me say this to you.
No, I don't want you to say nothing to me. I'm going to
answer your question. I'll answer your question. I'm going to vote for a person on the ballot who is a Democrat, who I feel and who I've looked at in the past and know for a fact that we can at least work with them. We can't get everything we want. It's not going to happen. But we do have to understand the people that are going to remain in the race are the people we're going to have to work with. If you don't want this Republican takeover again, to happen, you're going to have to work with who you have. And so
we tried that with Mandela Barnes for U.S. Senate, and look what it got us. We tried that. Look at what it got us, Bobby. I respect what you're saying, but what you talking about is throwing away a vote, because it don't sound like you voting for somebody you really believe in. It sounds like you voting for somebody that said something that makes sense. And I'm not telling anybody to take my role. I'm telling people my underdog story. I am casting my vote for the person I felt did the work. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, we could call up here with all of the man, we gotta, like, we can't just throw. No, it's not. It's a primary. It is a statement. The candidate, the right candidate, is the one that should be in the race, despite how I feel or not. He didn't say nothing about Sarah leaving him out to dry. He ain't say nothing about we tried with bro before and got what we got. Like, let's talk factual. Let's really talk about actual things. You said take this one right now. All right, y'all, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. This is a lunch break on The Truth.
Don't go anywhere. We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like, it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Mommy, can I sit in the front seat just this one time? Please, please, please.
No, not yet.
But why?
Because I love you, and you're just not ready yet. Now, get in the back so I can get you in your car seat, please.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the lunch break on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. UW Milwaukee Roar program at UWM Milwaukee. Students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students in K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus, from science and tech to art, sports, and more. Students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Get ready today at uwm.edu/roar ready. Get started today at uwm.edu/roar ready. I'm roar ready today. Roar! What happened to that boy? Man, we got a caller. We got Gary. Gary, talk to us, man. You on the award-winning lunch break. 1017 The Truth.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, just so you wore ready, huh?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I can hear it. I heard it. Great conversation. But so I just had a question. And first of all, brother, I'm not knocking you who you voting for. Your vote is your vote.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You're not throwing away your vote. When my dad marched back in the 60s, he was marching for the right to vote, for who you want to vote for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your right. That's your right. But I had a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So then David Crowley, you vote for David Crowley. Then what do you do in the general? Because you said that nobody's earned your vote. So then what do you do in the general if none of the people that are going to be there, you say they didn't earn your vote? What do you do in the general?
So I said, I want you to hear my words wisely, right? I said in the primary, I'm giving my vote to the person that earned it. And I said when it comes to the general, out of whoever comes out of the general, if Crowley doesn't win this underdog story, because I do think that's still a possibility. If Crowley doesn't win a true underdog story and the people who has the power ultimately shows up and select the leader, then I'd have to make a decision on who that person is. And at the end of the day, that's my decision to make. And if that person is not going to speak to my needs and put something on the table, like, who? All I'm saying is who. I got my thoughts on who actually comes out of the prime, but I'm not here to steer anyone to who to vote for. I'm here to talk about how I feel about it and answer the questions that people have for me. So if Crowley doesn't come out of the primary, then we'll have that conversation. But the person that comes out of the primary, they better have something that could address our needs and don't think anything gonna be given. Because guess what we always tell our black kids and black children? It's what? Earned, not given.
Yeah.
So that's my answer,
I
Gary.
didn't hear that. Okay, yeah, I didn't hear that part of the conversation, so it's good to hear that part of it.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm never gonna just be ignorant and be like, well, I ain't if the person I like ain't get in the get through the primary, I'm not gonna vote. No, that's not my stance. I'm gonna vote, but I'm gonna vote for somebody that I feel represents my needs. And and it's certain things that I don't say because I don't want to steer people down the wrong path as well. It's certain things I do believe in, but I respect what you're saying. It's important to make sure we understand what we're saying on these airwaves because people are listening. So that's why certain things I don't say.
Right. Yeah, no, thanks for clearing that up. And I guess just one more comment and me, hanging up is hearing you, and I respect that. I respect your take and your side on it. But I was telling this one brother, a lot of times too, we have to vote for the collective too. Like some of these guys that I debate with, these black Republicans, and I ask them, why you call yourself a black Republican? Why don't you just say you're a Republican? Why you gotta specify black Republican? I'm a Republican. Leave it at that. You're always talking about race, but then I'm a black Republican. Leave that out. You're a Republican. And they always argue, it's the individual. I'm like, see, we need to be voting as a collective what's good for the community. You know what I'm saying? So thanks for taking my call, brother.
All right, for sure. Appreciate the call, Gary. Yeah, go ahead, Shannon.
Oh no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were saying
it broke up a little bit, but
my bad, man. What we got going on the text line? I'm telling you, Ray and Shannon, 90% of the reckless driving, the driver is high on something or both drunk, etc. Just the way it is. I'm gonna tell you I don't think that's 100% true. Maybe sometimes, but I done seen plenty whites in suits, reckless driving from downtown, swerving, trying to get around lights and so forth.
They probably drunk on ages. Something too.
You know, I done seen all ages.
That don't mean they ain't drunk or high. They probably drunk or high too. Coming straight from downtown, trying to get back to Wauwatosa.
Dan Mosley says, we hear you, Ray, but Crowley is out now. So who's your interest? Crowley is on the ballot. He's still on the ballot. So that's who I'm voting for in the primary. And whoever makes it through the primary, I hope they've done enough to earn my support. That's all I'm saying. Somebody says, rumor has it that Mandela Barnes and Francesca Hong had a thing going on not too long. I don't know if that's sure that's a thing that may have contributed. Whoa. I'm not reading that on air. Is that something we should?
Ray, you my eyes and ears, Ray. I can't see the comments over here, so I'll be relying on you to tell me what's going on in them comments.
I'm gonna defer to Zach on that. I don't know if that's something.
Is in the YouTube chat or
no the text thread. I don't know if that's that's allegations, and I don't want to you don't play with people's lives like that. Yeah. So I don't think that's something that we should read.
Yeah, until there's a news.
Yeah, until there's something actually factual about that. That's not something that we're going to push forward. But what I will push forward is like, man, we can't give away. We can't just be stagnant. We gotta stand up. We gotta demand something. What is the black agenda? What does it look like? It's low-hanging fruit. So to not have anything, that's alarming. That's alarming to me, Shannon.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm old.
No, I mean, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. And maybe, hopefully, somebody will hear this and get it together. Maybe it'll motivate them to come up with something or push a little harder.
Man, I hope so. What we got in the chat, it's all about the money. Regardless of what politicians promise during their campaign, the donors of the 1% makes the moves. I hear you, Babar. But is it Barbar or Babar? I don't know. But I hear you. I do think money has a role. Not to have anything is scary. You're not tripping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't got no plan. The like, I already saw how you handled one of us. Like, you didn't give a respectable heads up. Like, hey, bro, my house on fire right now. Maybe you don't just jump out there and put your neck on the line just yet. Give us a week or two to steer this ship real quick. I don't think that's smooth. You don't let somebody jump out the window like that and you got that type of information. Like, no, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. If you do that now with little power, what would you do with real power? That's just me. I see Biko calling me. I think this might be it for you, boy. We'll be back. We'll be back on the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. Don't go anywhere.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkuprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
For 250 years, our armed forces have bravely served America. Wounded Warrior Project honors that legacy by supporting post-9/11 service members and veterans like Anthony, a Marine who was injured by a roadside bomb in Afghanistan.
They carried me through my injuries, not just my physical, but my mental. And seeing other vets doing the same thing helped me tell myself, hey, you can do this.
Join us in honoring warriors at woundedwarriorproject.org/America.
In the United States, a vehicle is stolen every 31 seconds, about as long as this message. Luckily, you can take a few easy steps to protect your car in the same amount of time. Remove your valuables, roll up your windows, don't leave your car running unattended, lock your doors, and take your keys or fob. If you have information about a crime, call the police. If you suspect insurance fraud, also call 800-TEL-NICB. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
I always had to be so good, no one could ignore me. Carve my path with data and drive. But some people only see who I am on paper. The paper ceiling, the limitations from degree screens to stereotypes that are holding back over 70 million stars. Workers skilled through alternative routes, rather than a bachelor's degree. It's time for skills to speak for themselves. Find resources for breaking through barriers at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken, chicken heads. Chicken, chicken.
Hey, welcome back to the lunch break, man. Hey, bald head, scallop wag. Ain't got no. That was my joint back in the day, man. You are back, y'all, to the lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon. We a little spirited. Well, I'm a little spirited today, Shannon. Shannon, like, what did he
okay.
What did he drag me into?
Man,
that and it's okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Look, take your time, Ray. Look.
Real quick, I'm going to take my time with this one, Shannon. Looking to discover and support local businesses in our community? Then make sure you tune in every Friday at 8 a.m. to Truth in the Morning with Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman for What the Business Is, powered by We Energies. Each week, you'll hear from local business owners as they share what their business is and where they're located, and one valuable lesson they've learned along the way. We Energies is proud to help power local businesses and the communities they serve. Don't miss What the Business Is every Friday at 8 a.m. only on Truth in the Mornings with Homer Blow and Bailey Coleman, powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Shannon. Votes power local politics. People is the power. So
That's real.
the real underdog story, I know we don't got much time, right? The real underdog story here. The underdog is still on the ballot. And I know people saying, oh, he suspended his campaign. But do something. Do something about it. If you really love to support somebody that you believe in, then support it then. Show Wisconsin that, all right, we ain't just buying poll data and things y'all show to us. We buying and we believing in the person. And that's the real underdog story. He's still on the ballot. The facts. Crowley ended his campaign July 8th, endorsed Sarah Rodriguez July 9th. Remember, on July 8th and July 7th, she already knows she has some funny money problems going on. Didn't tell him. Let him walk the plank and hang himself. And left him to hang. Oh, my God. We going to edit that part out. That sounded kind of crazy. Not, you know what I'm saying. Left him to hang. Not what I said. July 9th, but August 11th, the ballots was already printed and locked. His name's still going to be on the ballot, and votes still will count for him. So people telling me like, oh, like you wasting your... No, I'm not. I'm not wasting no vote. I'm using it. I'm exercising it. I'm making a stance. I'm taking a stance that I'm not no longer just going with what somebody else tell me to do. And they keep telling me to be strategic. And it's like, okay, tell me the strategy. What's the strategy? Share the strategy with us then. People like to say be strategic with no strategy. I don't understand that part, Shannon. What makes somebody a real underdog? What makes somebody an underdog in your book, Shannon?
I mean, I think you described the underdog, somebody that people didn't expect to make it to where they made it to, somebody that's able to exist in spaces that I would guess most people didn't expect them to exist in, somebody able to articulate and work toward like the needs in our community as well as others. So I think that's the underdog. Like you said, the others just ain't showing that they are underdogs. Like like we said earlier, like somebody that can say that we're not ready for a woman or a black person.
How is that the underdog?
I don't think that sound pretty privileged to me. You're privileged enough to be able to say that. So yeah.
And I'm sure it's probably like I didn't mean it like that. It came out wrong. No, it came out how it was intended to come out. Now, what's the saying? Can two things be true at the same time? But hell, that ain't for you to be saying. That's kind of letting me know how you feel about us. Like,
right.
You basically doubled down. Like, no, they not ready for no.
Right.
YNs.
And for him to say that and then not have no agenda for us is kind of like, oh.
This is what I'm
kind of crossing us out.
This is what I'm saying. This is all I'm saying, Shannon. Thank you for highlighting that. It's like to make that statement, no, you don't got an agenda. We're not even on your agenda because you don't even think Wisconsin ready for us. You just think Wisconsin is ready for somebody that could lead us. We just sit back. Uncle got it. So he don't think blacks and women could run the state. On top of that, he don't got a black agenda. So that's the underdog story. I'm excited to hear him on Sherwin's show next Wednesday. Sarah, super flawed. I'm sorry. Can't be trusted. Also don't have a black agenda, nor does she have any blacks on her staff. Mandela, I'm sorry, bro. We tried. And you don't got no blacks on your staff. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's my underdog story. What you got for us, Shannon? Close us out, man, before they drag me up out of here. Nope.
Ray, I ain't there to help you. you got to hold off a little bit, right?
Oh God.
But listen, all I got for
they
you
start
guys
with calling me
today
Frank.
Oh.
He talking about the text line. Here we go again, calling me Frank Nitty.
Nah, they doing that's strategic. No, I'm just playing. But listen, all we got for y'all before we head out is slow down, man. Make sure you guys slow down, drink your water, stay hydrated, look out for each other, and make sure you guys expressing your right to vote, man. Do the research and come back tomorrow. We'll be here on the lunch break. We have a very special guest tomorrow, 1017 The Truth, the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Make sure you follow us and like our Facebook page, The Lunch Break, and give us a call. Make sure you also stay tuned. We got Manon and the Grapevine on, and then after that, we tapping in with Jazzy. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for rocking with us.
Don't go anywhere, y'all. We out. Manon, the Grapevine up next. He about to pick the grapes. And we tossing all the fakes out of the community, man. Y'all holla at us. We out.